Well, the Northwest is known for creating culinary masterpieces out of the most unlikely ingredients. The executive chef at 190 Sunset Restaurant in Edmonds is gaining a reputation for literally tromping into the woods, foraging for plants many of us wouldn't give a second look, and then turning them into a gourmet work of art. Here to showcase a scrumptious risotto dish made with nettles, please welcome Chef Skylar Gamer. It's so good to have you here.
Pleasure to be here, Margaret.
How did you get started with the foraging? Were you a Boy Scout?
No, the whole thing, I'm on a hike with my girls. We're walking through St. Edwards Park, and there's some nettles. I had become a chef. I'm like, I can cook those. So what I did was picked them, brought them home, made some soup.
There you are, in fact.
Yes, that was just recently, yeah.
Going through there,
Got
and so we can see what nettles. Now, normally I would not go for the nettles because they're so prickly, right?
They do give a bit of a sting.
Yeah, so
Yep.
do you go out with your gloves when you're ready to forage? You've got your tools with you?
Yeah, so walk down this trail. I've got my tools with me, ready to go. Find the area where we're trying to get some. This time in the season, they start to flower, but we also have plenty that haven't, and I go for those ones, the young, tender ones.
There you are with your gloves on and your scissors, sort of, you know, getting these ready. Okay, so how do we make this into a gourmet feast here?
All right, so I brought some of the foraged nettles, and one of the things with that picture you saw earlier is I had trimmed this one earlier 2 weeks before. And then they double up and they start to grow back for us. Yeah, so I brought that segment.
That's interesting.
So what we're gonna do, go ahead and glove up, get your snips, and you're just gonna trim the leaves right at the tip.
Right at the tip.
Right at the tip, and then you can go ahead and put them right in here in our blanching
and
basket.
We'll be ready to go.
We've got our water ready to go. And so we'll get those set. Once those go, we're gonna do a quick blanch on those.
Am I doing this correctly?
That's perfect.
Just like so?
Absolutely.
All right, let's add these guys in here. Oops, I have a little spare something here that you don't want. There we go.
That's going to happen, yeah. you shake out the spiders and everything when you bring them back. All right, so we're going to drop this in, and it's literally about 60 seconds. And you want to make sure to stir it all around, because that way you get the little pockets in the middle where they might be bound up and not cooking.
Right.
So this actually releases and removes the toxins. So they won't sting, yeah.
Amazing.
So as you eat it, you're not going to have any issues, right?
I was going to ask, please tell me that you don't get that. So that does that.
So
do they soften a little bit?
They do. They soften up. So you're going to see that we've got this nice, soft nettle now.
Now, what's the flavor of this?
So the flavor, the best way I can describe it is it's like a wild spinach.
Really?
Right? So we can puree it. We can cut this up and saute it. You can have it in your eggs for breakfast. You can put it in your pastas. So once we get that set and done,
and then there's no shortage of that, by the way.
Right
We've got
the blender
this everywhere.
Here. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to put this right in the blender.
And we're going to make a bit of a
we are
pesto
making
kind of thing.
a puree. Yes. So what I've done is I've made our puree already. And you're just going to add water in this, because what I want it to do is I want it to be as pure as possible. I can add it to a savory dish. I can add it to a smoothie in the morning. It's
so you're going to make an amount, and then we're going to use it for lots of different things.
And then you can save it and use it for as many things as you like.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's get this going a little bit here.
It's a serious machine.
Yep, you got to use it to stir it around.
Okay.
So what happens when it gets stuck like that, you just add a little more water, you mix it up, you get it all pureed, and you're set for.
And you're set to go.
Yeah,
and
you
looks
can save
like
it.
This.
You can save it in an airtight container for a good solid week. You can continue to use it. All right, so as we move on to the risotto piece of this now.
Which is everybody's favorite, right?
Everybody likes risotto, right?
Everybody likes risotto.
We've got our arborio rice right here ready to go. Now risotto takes a while.
So we're going to
stir
and stir.
We've got some olive oil, we've chopped some onions, garlic, salt and white pepper. All right, so we're going to go ahead, get a little bit of oil in our pan, because what we need to do is we need to cook this rice first. Okay, because what you're looking at is, you'll notice, let me put a couple there, you'll notice the whiteness around them, right?
Yes.
So what we're trying to do is create a clear edge around those with a speck of white in the middle. And that means it's ready to start adding your liquid.
Oh, okay,
and that helps it to bloom and get creamy and soften for you.
That gives us
So we're
going
to go ahead and throw this right into the pan. Once we get that in there, we're on high, so we're cranking it up.
Is that good?
Then you can get the onions in at the same time.
Right.
We've got our tools right here in front of me. Drop those onions in.
Now, do I need to stir, or we're just leaving these alone?
We're going to wait until we hear a little bit of something.
Okay.
Oh, we're starting to hear a little bit of something.
So we've got our wooden spoon. The onion. There it goes.
That's going to happen for sure. And so we can go ahead and get this working around.
Okay.
Let it go. Now, what we're looking for in this particular dish is we're trying not to create a caramelization or a brown color on the rice, because we want it to leave it very neutral.
Okay.
So once it starts going, you're going to turn it down a little bit. So we'll go ahead and bring it down a touch. And we're just going to really try to get this rice to get clear edges, okay? Now you'll see that we've minced up some garlic. I don't add that until towards the end because
so good.
that will create, it tends to caramelize a lot faster than these other products. So as we get this going, we're going to continue to move it around, and we're waiting for that rice to get going, waiting for it to get the clear edges. We've got our vegetable stock ready to go.
Okay.
This is vegetable stock we make at the restaurant. And then we've already blanched that. We've got our finishing items here that we're going to show you how we get that. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to start cooking our risotto.
Okay.
And then we're going to get that, whatever we want to cook in it, we just happen to be doing nettle puree.
Very well.
So picking these has been a lot of fun. Again, like I said, I get my girls out there, we go on the hike, and they're like, oh no, I got to go pick nettles again. Like, we're going on a hike, we're hanging out. Exactly.
We're doing our own thing.
So when we do that, it's like I give them the bag, and they're like, oh, can we go yet? I'm like, no, we can get more, we can get more.
But they like it as they go along, right?
They do, as they go.
I think we have a photo of what this all looks like when it's put together. Look at
There we
that.
go.
It is gorgeous. Just, are those little cheese crisps?
We made Parmesan crisp, yes,
oh
exactly.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Chef Skylar has shared the recipe for the nettle risotto, and we've posted it over on New Day's homepage, so you can give this a try. Make sure you take your gloves with you, right?
You're going to want to do that. Now, some say it's not the purest way to pick nettles. You got to get a little sting, but I'm going to wear gloves.
No, we're wearing gloves.
Absolutely wear gloves.
I'm with you.